coming up in the fine dining world of the 80s and 90s, vegetarian options were rare. Dare I say, non-existent? It was a time that getting a request for a vegetarian dish was seen as an insult to the kitchen. Fast forward and a lot has changed. Vegan and vegetarian diets are now common and have long since proven they're more than just a fad. Most restaurants now happily offers more than one vegan option, and the attitudes in the kitchens are more educated and understanding than before. In the past, I've admitted that I'm from the old school, and I'm proud of my classical French training.
That is a big portion right here.
But I'm also open-minded too.
And everybody says we're hunter-gatherers, you know?
Yeah.
That's how we evolved. No. We were gather-hunters because it's a lot easier to sneak up on a strawberry than it is a bison.
And clearly, I have a lot more to learn. As a chef, I need to stay curious in order to evolve. For me, that means looking beyond a good meal to learn more about who made it and what inspires them to cook.
La comida es amor.
Every great city has great food. I'm going on a journey around the world, right here in St. Louis. I'm on a quest to find passionate chefs who cooks from the heart.
That's exciting.
And I think it's the best.
To prove that food is love. And it's gonna be delicious.
Food is love. Love your food.
St. Louis is positioned almost in the middle of things. It's called the Heartland, the Midwest. It's home to agriculture and barbecue, seemingly a world away from the West Coast, where decades ago, attitudes about meat were already changing. But it's no longer just the West Coast. In fact, St. Louis is home to the nation's first Center for Plant-Based Living, a plant-based nutrition and culinary education center run by Karen Dugan, or STL Veg Girl, if you know her from Instagram. In need of some education myself, I'm here to understand the difference in vegan and vegetarian, and maybe getting some cooking ideas.
I'm in Kirkwood. I'm going to a plant-based food instructor, if you will, today. It's very new to me, the whole vegetarian thing, because it's never really been on my radar. I'm open to anything. I just hope I'm not going to have any kale. One of the things that always come to mind when I meet a vegan or vegetarian, I mean, what would possibly make you say no to a big steak and then start eating vegetables only?
I can remember on Sundays, we had this little black and white TV in the kitchen, and my dad and I would fry up one of two things, bologna or Spam. And we had it on white bread with Velveeta with either ketchup or mustard. So such great memories. And do you think that I want to get rid of that? No way. There are people who come into this plant-based lifestyle because they've had a heart attack or they're trying to reverse their type 2 diabetes, and they're coming into it kicking and screaming. They don't want to give up their burgers or their brisket or their bacon or their cheese or whatever, but they do want to walk their little girl down the aisle, and they know that they're not going to be able to on the path in which they are traveling. They have to change what they're eating in order to reverse and truly treat the root cause of their disease. There's other people who come into this plant-based or vegan lifestyle. They're doing it for the animals because they don't want to wear the clothes, the fur, the wool, the leather. And they also care very much about the environment, right?
Yeah.
So there's the ethical vegans, and then there's the plant-based people who are doing it for health. So people also who come into this lifestyle, this vegan lifestyle, by way of, again, because of the animals and the environment, typically that is the group of people who will eat the Impossible Burger, the Beyond Meat burgers, the more processed foods. And listen, do whatever you want, but they're not going to reverse their type 2 diabetes, their heart disease, their hypertension. They're not going to lose weight. Their skin isn't going to clear up. All of these wonderful health benefits that you see happening very quickly if you stick with a plant-based, low to no oil, unprocessed diet.
I mean, what happened in your life that you wanted to go this route?
Fast forward, my dad was diagnosed with cancer and we lost him in 2008. And then 10 weeks after that, I was diagnosed with cancer.
Karen's journey to finding her health led her to take another look at her diet. Research has pointed again and again to the benefits of a plant-based diet. And today, nobody can tell you more about these benefits than Karen. Here in her shop, she hosts cooking classes, dinners, and films cooking demos for her audience.
People come in here and they're on fistfuls of medicines, right?
Yeah.
And because they've had type 2 diabetes for 20 years and this common chronic illnesses for years, and they start to see if they go full throttle, and I mean like fully whole food, plant-based, no oil, they see effects probably in about two weeks, which is pretty immediate. I'm on staff at a health immersion every year. We go down to Naples, Florida. It's a week-long thing. I'm the chef who presents. We have people who come, about 100 people, and they're very ill. They have to be accepted into this program. It's a week long, and about 2.5 days in, we start to see people just kind of get really dizzy and a lot of times pass out. It's because they are on such high doses of high blood pressure medications that when they've started to eat a whole food plant-based diet, they then become over-medicated because their body has started to heal